Oh, that was a big noise. You're from
So when they make a morning breakfast meeting,
some more.
Right.
Who's it, choose it then?
Everybody ready? The story started September the 2nd, 72 years ago, when my father, Walter Stanley, married my mother, Phyllis Drake, at the Eccleshill Methodist Church in Bradford. At that time, Michael was 5.
That time what? Michael was 5.
Before the war.
Making a reference for his age, obviously.
Right. 1950, 1953, Michael was marching round for the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, and I was watching it on TV up north.
That's a bit.
Up north, age 3. Right, so we've reached that now. Unfortunately, the two we're missing are two that come from the 50s, from the army days of Michael. So they're missing. Right, so we now get to the 60s, when I came down to London. And in the 60s, please stand up, Tony and Viv Lucas. Where are you? Stand! Stand! Woo!
Yippee!
And Tony was in the parachute regiment, but you knew each other from
Festival Ballet.
Festival Ballet, right? As was Festival Ballet. Okay, then also in the 60s, John White, oboe player, because Tony...
Stand up, John.
Stand up, John!
Bravo!
Tony, by the way, is French horn.
Yeah.
Viv is
Violin.
violin. And an examiner. Trinity Girls one. Right, John White with his lovely partner Bernadette. So John's oboe player, and they played together in the...
Sadler's Wells Opera.
Right. 1970, Michael and me. That's when we first met.
Was it?
1970, I met Michael. Right. Also in the 70s, I started teaching the James family. Stand up, Pauline, with one of them, Celia.
Parents of the... Yeah.
There they are. Now Pauline and I swam through many a violin lesson with a bottle of sherry. Also in the 70s, Joan Redruff. Where are you, dear?
I'm here taking a picture of you.
Whose son?
Was it the 70s?
Whose son, Richard, is now a
50.
No, darling, what does he do?
Oh, he's a lecturer at the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts.
So he's got a lot to thank me for, ha. Right, okay. Now we've reached the 80s. No, we haven't. We're still in the 70s. Ashley was born in 74. Right, okay.
74.
Good on, Ashley.
Right, there what?
Right, now stand up Frank Slack, please. Nella Hall with Michael. Professors of clarinet, whatever they did, I don't know. Right, and now we jump now to the 80s. Sonia and Stephen Lally, whose son is missing.
Why?
He should be here.
Yes.
Right. So I taught Nicholas, and Nicholas is now a music critic, amongst other things. Right. Now in the 80s I started teaching, no I didn't, sorry. Bella started teaching Ashley the piano. And it is through Bella,
Yeah.
who has kindly done all the Chinese grub for today. And I learnt to cook Chinese, you see. By the way, I've also
And you even have a Chinese daughter-in-law, don't you?
I know, I'm getting there. Oh, and there's somebody else missing, Heidi Schwecker. Right, Heidi Schwecker's missing. Okay, can't add her. Right, and I think in the 80s, Moira came into my life. Oh, sorry. With her lovely son Nicholas, who has just got married. I'm delighted to say age. Right. Also in the 80s, Carol Sweetland, where are you dear? Whose daughter Sian I taught, and I'm pleased to say, smashed into grade A distinction eventually. Right. Linda Powell. Linda, where are you darling?
Oh, I get up. I can't get up.
Linda's son started school with
Ashley, Louis.
Right, with Ashley. So that's how I know Linda. Right, Amanda and Hugh Morgan are missing. That's a shame. Richard and Who's Richard and Catherine? Well, they're missing also. Right, Nicholas is missing. Okay. Right, 1988. Shan Shan was born. And it happened to be the year of the dragon, which happened to be the year that I pulled out of a colour supplement, the Chinese New Year's. You know, all the years, dog, balls, all that stuff. And I've kept it ever since. Quite extraordinary. How life turns out. Right. 1990s. Tony Wise and John. Tony, stick your hand up. Tony and John used to live in Fort Webb, and Tony put up with my screaming, nagging sessions on violin and cello for a considerable length of time as an adult. Right, then also in the 90s, Emma and Josie Landau. Where are you? Where's Emma? Oh, right, there's Emma. Right, now this is the extraordinary thing. I sent Catherine James off to Guildhall, to junior school. And Emma came to me from Guildhall Junior School. So it was a swapsy there. Right, Susan and Robert. Hands up. Susan and Robert, their son. Nobody clap. Susan and Robert. Their son James started school with Libby. Right. Jill and Dom. Now we get more to the present day. Whose two daughters, one daughter I still teach who's with us, Josie, and the other daughter isn't with us today. And they are still currently putting up with my nagging. Also from 2000s are Elizabeth and Ruth. Hands up! Woo! Oh, sounds lovely, purely because I've got a sweetie too. Right, neighbours, Susanna and Brian. Very kind. Brought chairs and God knows whatever else I needed. Right, Susanna and Keith. There's two Susannas in this. That's right. Oh, and Susanna saved me from going desperately wrong when I made Shan Shan's wedding dress. And this dress is the party dress made from the 2 meters left over. That I made into a party dress. Right, old friend and film superior, Kevin Hopkins, bless him, who has filmed everything to do with our married life, I think. Every get together, every party.
Can you see some,
right,
please?
is there anybody I've missed out, please? Yes, I'm sure I've missed somebody out. Have I missed anybody out? Speak now or forever. No? Oh, good. Right, so it's just the ones that are missing. So you don't know. Richard. Duncan and Mary are on their way. And there's the two, Richard and... I shall have another sherry. The first course is salmon and cold stuff. You've just got to walk round the table and take
Suit yourself.
And then the next course will be hot. And then we carry on from there. Okay?
First course is cold. Second course is
Fine.
well planned, wasn't it?
Before you go, I'm going to say
Typical her.
everybody, thank you very much for watching us.
Yes, here, here.
Thank you.
No. This is it. No. That was my card for mine.
Yeah,
Keep calm and lie about something. Your age. Keep calm and lie about your age. Oh, right.
Pretty good eyesight still, Ray. Just to read that.
At least it's good. I've met this lady there. She still recognized me. I haven't seen her for years.
I'm quitting. I'm selling everything. I'm going travelling. Then, yeah. My mum said, "Okay, well, it'd be really nice if you came back and you found yourself a wife."
Oh, really?
So maybe that was somewhere in the back of my head. Yes, she did. Yeah.
And lo and behold, it came to pass.
In Guilin, which is southwest China.
Yeah, I know, but where? I mean,
Oh, when? Oh,
no, but where?
I was travelling. It was in China.
No, I know, but where were you?
On a bus or in a,
Oh,
you know, just
she worked in a hostel, and I was staying in. I was travelling with a friend of mine, who I later decided, like, this isn't working. I'm going to go my own way, do my own thing. And she was staying in a really cheap hostel. She didn't have that much money. I was staying in a hotel, and she said, "Well, hey, you should come here. The girls are really nice. They speak really good English. Come and stay here. It's really cheap." So I thought, okay, well, I'll spend, instead of spending 30 quid a night, I'll spend 8. So I went there, and that's how we met. And I didn't realise at the time, but this week I only got talking about stuff. And the second day, just before I was about to head off on the train to Hong Kong, she shared her lunch with me. And I didn't realise at the time that's quite a big thing. So she was like giving me her food and sharing her food with me, which is like, that's like a sign of affection.
you have been chosen.
I had no idea at the time. I didn't realise she,
Is that true? I don't know. I'm listening.
Well, apparently it is. And so I didn't realise that she...
Shasha did that to you.
Yeah, she got her food and she said, like, she likes something.
But she's always very kind.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, she would do that, not just to you. As long as you didn't share it with her.
Every Tom, Dick and Harry gets the same treatment.
But and so
She likes you.
so then we kept in touch via email when I went on to Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, and I just said to her, look, can you get a week off work and meet me in Beijing, and we'll travel, because I need some help, because if you can't speak Chinese in China, it's really difficult to get around. So she came and met me, and then we kind of got together a bit later, and then we ended up travelling through China for like another 2 months. So, she feels about the same way as... Not really, no. Well, she misses the food, the weather, and the fact... Yeah, but I cook pretty good Chinese. Yeah, I can cook quite well, so I teach her a few things. But also the fact there's more things going on over there, like every day, and things that open later. And
She said, I'll do you a favour. She said, you put the phone down. That's right.